Go.
Hello, second grade. Welcome to chapter 11. We're going to be starting measurement this week. So we're going to start inches and feet and yards, and we're going to do centimeters. We're going to do lots of things with measurement. So the first thing I want to do is tell your parents to look at the video for a second, because there's some extra helps on the website they can go to that they don't need the video that they're watching right now. So there's, I put a My Math Words, vocabulary, and fold out and glossary right next to this video on my website, so that you can go and print those out right from there to help you with some of the language and the things that we're going to be doing in the next few weeks. Also, if you don't have a ruler at home to use, an inch ruler, I also have a page right next to the website you can see, and you can print one out and cut it and paste it and make your own ruler. So the first lesson we're going to do is on inches. Now, we are going to look at our inch ruler. Now, our inch ruler is a little different than you might see. You cannot start measuring right at the end of the line, because you'll notice that you see this big thick line, it's a little bit in. When you start to measure, you want to measure from 0 or this big thick line right here. All right, and then you're going to measure across. So for example, if I wanted to measure my box of crayons today, I would take this and I would put it right on the 0 or the black line here. And if I go across to here, I can look and see that it's just about 3. We're not going to be doing all the little tiny dots in between here. So what we're going to be doing is looking at the closest number. So you can see that my crayon box is about 3 inches long. Now, you're going to be measuring different things and doing different things with your measurement. So you're going to go to the closest one. The other thing we want to do is take a little guess, an estimate, before we measure. So if I look at this box of crayons, I'm going to look at that in my inch ruler and I'm going to say it's probably 2 or 3 inches. I'm not going to say this is 15 inches. There would be no way it could be 15 inches. So an estimate is a good guess for your measurement. So I can take my crayon box and I can measure and get 3. Got a few more things here. How about we take my glue stick? And I take my glue stick and I take it up to the edge and I put it right to that line. Oh, look at that. That's 3 inches too. All right, let's try something a little bigger. I got my pillow off the sofa. And I'm going to start way down here and see where that 1 is and go, oh my goodness, look, it's almost 12 inches. Do you know how much 12 inches equals? That equals 1 foot. We're going to do that next. All right, so this is just about 12 inches. I would say it's 11 inches, because if I look, it's a little shorter than my 12 inches. I also have, oh look, I found my husband's shoe. So I'm going to take that. What do you guys think? Let's make a good estimate. This is my husband's shoe, not mine. So do you think this shoe, is 6 inches? Would that be a good guess? I don't think that would be a good guess. How about 24 inches? That would be 2 of these. No, that wouldn't be a good guess either. I'm going to say 1 foot. I'm going to say 12 inches. So let's see. After I estimate, I'm going to measure. So I take it down the end. Whoa, look at that. It's like 12 inches long. Just right. So an estimate is a good guess, not a guess that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to put that back here. Oh, I've got this small thing. Oh, let's get the pen too. I've got this little tiny eraser that I have. What do you guys think? Take a guess. What do you think my eraser is? Take an estimate. I would estimate definitely not 6 inches. That's way too small, way too big. This, I'm going to say 1 inch. What do we think? Let's try. Make sure I use my black line. Oh, it's bigger than 1 inch. But look at this, guys. Does it go all the way to the 2? I think it's closer to the 1. So I'm going to say it's about 1 inch. So that would be my measurement for that. And the last one, let's see. I'm going to get my Sharpie out here. Let's do another good estimate. What do you think? 1 inch? No. 12 inches? No, they wouldn't be good. How about 4? Let's say 4 inches. What is your estimate? Let's measure here from my dark line. And, it's 6 inches exactly. So my Sharpie is 6 inches. Well, you're going to be going around your house with your homework tonight that's in your Google form on math, and you're going to be measuring some things around the house. But before we finish measuring, I want to talk about some problem solving. So I put those up on the board here. So I'm going to disappear for a second so I can maneuver the board. And I want you to look at the board, and I want you to watch. We have some problem solving up here. Now, if you look at the first one, it says Kayla's surfboard must be at least 15 inches longer than Kayla's surfboard must be at least 15 inches longer than 48 inches. Should Kayla choose a surfboard that's 55 inches long or 65 inches long? Well, if I follow my steps that I normally do, I am going to need to figure out what is 15 more than 48. So I'm going to put my 48 here, and it's a little hard to do this way, but I'm trying. And my 15. And guys, help me figure this out. If I start with my ones, what do? 8 plus 5 is what? 8 plus 5 is 13. We know that I cannot put 13 down here. So I'm going to have to regroup and put my 3 down here, my 1 up here. And then I go 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 6. Now that I know 63 inches, would I pick 55 inches long or 65 inches long for her surfboard? Well, if I look at my ruler or I look at the numbers, I know that 65 is definitely closer to my 63. So I'm going to choose 65. Then I have Owen's foot is 6 inches long. His dad's foot is 6 inches longer than Owen's foot. Oh, we don't need to do this. We could do mental math. We know 6 plus 6 is what? 6 plus 6 is 12 inches. So it says, how long is his dad's foot? Oh, look at that. I didn't even need to do the math. I could figure that out right there. It's 12 inches long. Some mental math. Oh boy, here comes a brain builder. Let's try it. Carter estimates, that means he didn't measure, his math book is 7 inches long. Now Wyatt estimates it's 15 inches long. The book is actually 8 inches long. Whose estimate is closer? Would I go with the 15 inches or the 7? Which number is closer to that 8? If you said 7, you're right. 7 is closer to the 8. So I would say that Carter, let's see if I can write a word with this pen. I'll try. Carter is correct because his number is closer. Well, you're going to be going around and finding some things that you can measure around your house for your homework tonight. And then you're just going to record them on your Google form that you're going to find here with my video. You're also going to have one of these brain builders, a little math problem that you're going to have to figure out. So get your rulers and get measuring.